Today is Sunday, February 21st, 2021. It's cold out. This thermometer actually reads a little low. It's really about 25 degrees. It may look like snow, but really what you're seeing is 3 inches of ice. Very carefully walk out here. If you look, you can see that I don't even make a dent in it. I'm going to slide my way down to the garden. We'll take a look to see if everything is dead. Can't actually walk. I'm surprised cats can walk on this kind of ice. I don't know why her feet aren't freezing. You may have been wondering why I haven't made a video since the beginning of January. It's not that I'm afraid all of my plants are dead. I don't really care about that. If they are, I'll just replant them. And I don't have any trouble showing you that. So let's go take a look. You can see that most of the plants in here have suffered from the freezing weather. They don't look too good. Some of them are still alive, but we are expecting more snow to start tonight or tomorrow morning. These lettuce plants and arugula are doing a little better than the other plants. I think this corner of the yard stays just a few degrees warmer, and that helps. I also have a lot more water in here than I do in the other row cover. But you can tell the plants aren't really growing at all. There are 6 water bottles in here. They're frozen, but not frozen solid. And we've had a lot of cold weather here. And the other problem with these row covers is they don't have a frost seal on the bottom like the flower house does, so cold wind blows up under the edges. This doesn't stay nearly as warm as the flower house, and I don't have a blanket for these. So these plants are really on their own here. Not nearly as good a setup as I had last year. So why haven't I made a movie in 6 weeks? Well, it has to do with the climate of the nation, not the weather. I can see the U.S. Capitol off in the distance from the office building where I work in the city. And right now the National Guard is still protecting the Capitol. They put up a fence and barbed wire to keep out a threat that they won't disclose. The only thing we can deduce from all of that is that they're protecting themselves from us. The government is actually trying to protect itself from the U.S. population. Strange times. If I step in these frozen footprints, I may be able to get up the hill without falling. You can see the cover on this O-Grow greenhouse is just shredded from the weather. It's less than 2 years old. So this plain clear plastic cover is just not strong enough. You could see that the row covers, the reinforced plastic that was used on those, is much more resilient to sun and cold weather. Anyone out there old enough to remember when Ford small blocks had distributors with vacuum advance? But it's not the political climate that's kept me from making a video. It's something far worse. We've entered a period of time where the government and private businesses have joined together to suppress free speech. And YouTube is one of the worst offenders And so I'm trying to decide if I want to continue to use the platform. Functionally, YouTube is a great product, but philosophically, they have a lot of problems. There's a part of them that's pure evil. I don't generally talk politics. Shit. Too much ice. I don't generally talk politics on my channel, but I guess I'm gonna have to start. Clean up this mess. I got most of it, but I guess it doesn't matter if I miss some. It's all biodegradable. I mean, that's really the point of composting in the first place. Way better than turning a compost pile in the middle of winter. Now it's time to go inside before I freeze to death. So now you know why I haven't posted any movies in the last 6 weeks. It's not because I was down at the Capitol for the protests. It's not because all of my plants died. It's just that I'm struggling with the philosophical problem of using a platform whose business model is anti-American. So, don't know really what to do about that. I hate to walk away from YouTube because the product is good, and I put a lot of videos on here. But I don't like the idea of supporting a business that's anti-American by nature. So, really have to decide whether I'm going to move to another platform or not. So I hope that clears things up. I hope you all are surviving the winter. Hopefully your winter gardens are more productive than mine is. We're still about 3 or 4 weeks away from things starting to warm up. Until next time, everybody take care. Stay warm.